And what's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 2. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday, and I have done the exact same. Even though I was at work today, I still had a decent Sunday today. I took my walk. I talked to my mama today. It's just been a pretty decent day today, okay? So, before we get into this review, let me let you guys know what we got coming up. Okay, now tomorrow is definitely the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Yes, it is. Okay, and it will be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time over on Giving You the Real Teas platform. Yes, indeed. The link is already available. I just put it in the Whether You Like It or Not panel playlist. So if you haven't gone over there to get the link or whatever, you can always come right over here to Scotty by Nature TV, go to the playlist of all the episodes of the Whether You Like It or Not panel, and just go all the way down to the end, and you will see the new link right down there, and it will definitely be right there, so you can go ahead and set your reminders for it. All right. So after that, on Tuesday, of course, it's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Of course, it's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I'm going live right after the show on Tuesday night, and it will be at 9:05 p.m. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. Okay. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements right now. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess. I'm going to start off this review by saying this episode was so good. Like, the first episode was, it was decent. It started off a little decent, but this episode was good. And this was basically the Real Housewives of Potomac that I live for. Like, it's already given better than season 8. The energy is fresh. The dynamics are fresh. Everything is fresh. But you do know that I have to talk about a couple of things that kind of piss me off. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all know that, don't it? Y'all know that, right? Okay, now what I'm doing right now is pulling up a tweet that I want to put up here because there is a certain scene that pissed me off. And once I say what I gotta say about this particular scene, I gotta pull up this tweet, okay? So it's already 100 of y'all up in here already. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, you guys. And if you're brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now. The Scotty Gang is everything, honey. We are a whole family over here, okay? We are families, okay? Not families, but we are a family over here. We have a great time over here, and that's just that. What else is going on? What else I got to say? Oh, and please share the video, by the way. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review. Let me pull out my notes because y'all do know that I put my notes in my phone. I write my notes down in, my Apple notes and stuff like that. Okay, these are all my notes right here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start it off. We're going to pick up where we left off from last week. Now, we were at this hat party that Jazelle threw for Karen for her birthday or whatever. And of course, we came back with Mia doing the Sakina crowd. That fake ass breakdown she was doing. And all that other stuff. And, Jacqueline with her dumb asses in the background, you can hear her saying, "Oh, Mia, don't allow these women to tell you how you are as a mother. They don't know you as a mother. They don't know you as a person. They don't have a right to judge you as a mom." And blah, 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 blah. Now, let me tell y'all something. They don't have no right to judge now. They don't. I'm going to just be honest and say that right quick. They don't. First of all, I love Karen to death, but she ain't got no right to judge nobody right now. She ran into a tree and could have killed somebody in this damn DUI, drinking and driving with no registration. So her judgment and her jury need to shut the hell up because she can't judge nobody. Jazelle, you talking about protecting your children, but you pretty much put your children in a situation where they weren't protected when you decided to get back with Jamal Bryant, and continue to feel as though that was good for your kids and this whole relationship was fake for a storyline. That wasn't protecting your kids either. However, although they ain't got no right to talk, what they said wasn't wrong. Every single thing that they said about your situation with Ink and Gordon was all facts, because your kids have to sit here and just know that their mama was a slut bucket. They got to sit back there and watch that, because you on national TV talking about a DNA test. This boy is 8 years old. The only father he's ever known has been Gordon. So now is a possibility that you're about to flip this child's world upside down because you don't know who the daddy of your child is. And my whole thing is this. At the end of it all, if you knew that there was a possibility that Gordon wasn't the father of your child, why didn't you just go for a DNA test even back then? Hell, why didn't he go for a DNA test back then? And I just feel like putting an 8-year-old through this bullshit is a whole lot, because it's a lot for him to readjust. Like, okay, Gordon is no longer my dad, so I got to get to know this whole nother man as my father, a man that I don't really know like that. Like, Gordon is my daddy, but this man is now my daddy, or I don't really know which one of these folks is my daddy. And then he's not really gonna turn them feelings off for Gordon like that, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? So it's just like, because that's the only dad that he knows. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this. It's one thing for him to realize that Gordon might not be his dad, and then there's another situation where Gordon just might not be his dad and Ink is his dad, and then he got to sit up here and figure out how he gonna, maneuver through this whole situation. So it's a whole lot for an 8-year-old, in my opinion. So in my eyes, you're not protecting your child, and that's probably what they're saying, but they're not the right people to say it, if you ask me. Okay, they're just not the right people to say it at all. So then Mia says that Karen deflects a lot, which she do. Okay, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like she don't. She do. And she feels like Karen does things like to take it all off of her. Like, she feels like at the end of the day, she don't want to talk about her DUI. So now she want to take out this time to bring up my situation with Ink and Gordon, so we don't have to talk about her DUI. That's exactly what she does now. I love Karen. She's probably my favorite one out of all of them, but I'm going to call her out for her lies and call her out for her deflections. And one thing that Karen does know how to do is deflect. There's one thing that girl know how to do is fucking deflect now. She going to deflect her ass after she can't deflect no more. You know that. You all know that. We all know that. She'll deflect till the cows come home. But everything that her and Jazelle said about Mia really wasn't no lie. But they really ain't got no right to be saying shit, though, if you ask me. So then Jazelle says, Wendy. Wendy was like, oh my God. And then Jazelle is like, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship has been what it is, but I do want to go out to lunch with you, have a conversation, try to move forward and see where we can go from here. And Wendy was like, okay, we can do so. And I'm just like, okay. But like I said, it's just, I know that this is a job for them, and they gotta somewhat try to get along and try to coexist in the right way. But I just feel like Jazelle has done so much shit to Wendy that it's gonna take more than just a conversation. You know what I mean? Like in the words of Selena Johnson, it's gonna take more than some shoes to get me home. It just is. Because you can't sit up here and make up lies about my husband. Not only make up lies about my husband, and you turn around and allow somebody to attack me, then say just because you don't like me, you don't give a about them attacking me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things. So it's more than just a conversation that needs to happen for them to get past things. And I just feel like people just have to be very much so people have to be very much aware of certain things. Just because you have a conversation with a motherfucker, that don't mean that things are over with. Trust me, I know. I had a conversation with a motherfucker 3 times and we still ain't in the best of places. And after that 3rd time, I'm not having no conversation with your motherfucking ass no more. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. It is what it is. Like, I'm not having another conversation. 3 conversations is more than enough. And 2 of them conversations I didn't even want to have. So I'm not finna do it no more. Like, it's either you're going to, show me that you changed with your ways, or you don't need to talk to me. Because one thing about it, 2 things for certain, I was a person that will hold a grudge to the day we both passed. But at the end of the day, my friend got ill last year, and I've decided that, okay, I'm gonna try to let these grudges go. Some of this stuff ain't even that deep. Why do I need to hold on to heavy stuff? But at the same time, I'm also content with not having motherfuckers in my world and not having motherfuckers in my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. And I don't know, Jazelle just, I just wouldn't trust nothing that she got going on. But Wendy, takes the invite, which is nothing wrong with that. But Wendy then raps and says, my name is Wendy and I'm the best. All the women at the table want to feel my breasts. And I'm just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Jazelle then welcomes Jesse, Vivian, and Stacy to the Derby. Then that's when Mia comes in, and then Jazelle and Karen both decide that they're going to apologize to Mia. Mia accepts the apology, but she really ain't with it. You feel what I'm saying? So they all say happy birthday to Karen. Karen thanks them for, giving her their time and things like that. And she's just happy that everybody was in a good space at her birthday party, which, she should be, happy for that. I mean, who wants to have a birthday party full of drama? I don't know nobody who does. So then the next scene is Jazelle and Wendy. Now, Jazelle sits there on her phone. Wendy comes in with her feathers on, which another thing that I didn't understand when I saw the first time when I saw the clip come down my timeline on Twitter, people was, criticizing Wendy for the way that she was dressing. And in my opinion, I'm just like, well, why the fuck y'all mad about how she dressed? First of all, y'all talk about people like Drew who don't dress, don't overdress. So you talk about people like Candy who dress very standard. But then when you see somebody like Wendy who's dressing like the housewives you want them to be, then y'all got something to say. But I feel like the only reason why a lot of y'all got something to say about it is because it was Wendy. Some people just don't like Wendy for whatever reason, and I get that, but please stop being stupid. I don't really know what everybody's issue is with Wendy, but it is what it is. So here's Jazelle starting out this conversation, playing a damn victim, y'all. So Jazelle says, Wendy, when you're fine, you're fine. But when you're angry, you're very condescending. And I just don't like that about you. But when you're angry, you're closed off. When you're angry, you are a bitch. When you're angry, you decide to spread rumors about somebody. Stop trying to sit here and make Wendy be the problematic one when you, my dear, have been problematic from the very motherfucking beginning. So let's not play these motherfucking games, okay? You sat here and you did exactly what I knew you were gonna do. Sit at this table, sit in front of this woman's face, and make it seem like she's the one that's problematic. Like she's the one that's creating all this discourse between them and their relationship. And that's not the motherfucking case. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest. When Wendy was 4 for 4, that first season, you remember, y'all, I used to call her 4 for 4. When she was 4 for 4, that very first season she came on, she was up Jazelle and Robin's ass, okay? Up their ass. So that was pretty much good friends. Wendy didn't have an issue with Jazelle until Jazelle decided to bring up some bullshit ass rumors about her damn husband that originated from a blog that they said was not credible. So if the blog ain't credible, why the hell are you bringing up rumors from this same non-credible blog that said such crazy things about you? This same blog said that you had a hot box, which is where Karen got that rumor from. That's the same blog that said that about you, and you and Robin talking about it's non-credible, but yet it's non-credible, but you bring in some rumors from the same damn blog over there to Wendy. How you think that she's supposed to feel? And you're bringing it, on national TV, and you feel like she don't have a right to feel some type of way, or she don't have a right to feel like you on some bullshit. Like, girl, please go somewhere and sit your little stupid ass down, because I see right through you. I already knew that you was gonna sit up here and play victim like you always do, but it was just so crazy and so funny sitting here watching you do it, Jazelle. Like, you just can't never own up to your part. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't keep it a book. You're always right and everybody else is wrong. You victimize yourself because everybody's beating you down. Absolutely not. If everybody's coming at you, mainly it's because of something that you did. So you need to own it. Anyway, let's continue. Wendy then turns around and says that it's unfair to police my response to your bullshit. And it is unfair to police her response to her bullshit. You can't sit up here and strike me and then get mad at me and cry because I strike you back. Like, what type of world do y'all live in where y'all feel like y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want to say about a mother, but when somebody says something about you, then it's the end of the world. You sit up here and talked about this lady's husband, made it seem like he was fucking other bitches and making it sound like he had, got somebody pregnant or whatever they was trying to say. And then when she started talking about you and attacking your so-called relationship, her, and all this other stuff, then you want to get all up in your feelings, but you attacked her marriage first. So why do you feel like can't nobody say nothing about you and what you got going on? I don't get it. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, like somebody just said in the comments, then you tried to say, well, the reason why Wendy got her surgery is because Eddie is out here cheating on her. So she decided to have some surgery so she could feel a little bit confident about herself. What? I think the real issue here was you couldn't take the fact that that girl was confident in herself. And you felt like she didn't have no right to be motherfucking confident. That's the way I see it. Okay? And people can take that however they want to, but that's how I see that. All right? Like, for real. That's how I see that whole little situation. Like, you felt like she didn't have no right to be confident, so you want to bring her down. Get the fuck out of here, Jazelle. Wendy says that she doesn't like the way Jazelle tries to alienate people. Nobody likes the way Jazelle tries to alienate people. When Jazelle don't like you, she ices you out. When Jazelle don't like you, she'll do whatever she can to kick you off the show and take your coin from you. She always tries to alienate somebody, always trying to kick somebody to the curb. She did it with Monique. She did it with Candace. And she did it with Wendy. And wow, they're all dark-skinned women. But you know what? I ain't going to go there. I ain't even going to take it to that conversation. But all I'm going to say is this right here. You're full of shit, Jazelle. All you ever do is alienate somebody. And you get off on being this passive-aggressive ass bully, sorority bully that likes to sit around and make people feel bad about themselves. Like, girl, get your ass out of here. Now, I ain't saying that none of the other women on this show is without fault or anything like that, because I never say that, because everybody has a part to play in everything. But girl, you be really doing the most. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you really be doing the damn most, and you feel like you're above everybody. So it's really crazy to me that you want to call Wendy out for being condescending, but your attitude gives you're beneath me and I'm over you. You can't say this to me because I'm over you. You can't talk to me like this because I'm a light-skinned grand dame. I'm a light-skinned queen. You can't say that. Like, that's how it comes across to me. But I digress. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's continue on with this conversation. So then Jazelle says, if I don't like you, I will not speak to you. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty much the same way. If I don't with you, I ain't talking to your ass either. So I can't necessarily be mad with Jazelle about that part. Jazelle was basically saying, well, I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna be besties or better, but I feel like we're going to be besties. And then Wendy was like, I don't know about besties, but we'll be better. Then they started discussing yesterday, and Wendy says that Mia was hurt. But Jazelle claims that she didn't want to deal with the ink mess. And Karen said that she meant ink, but Jazelle feels like Karen don't like ink. Now, I was pretty much underwhelmed by this whole sit down conversation. Underwhelmed because I felt like there were so many things that was not there was a lot of things that were not necessarily addressed that I felt like needed to be addressed, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, there was so many things that should have been addressed that wasn't. So it brings me to this tweet. Shout out to my girl, my real friend in real life, Brooke Ashley. Now, here is Twitter. Now, let's see if I can put this up here so y'all can see it better. Hold on, let me see something here. That's not cool. That's not right. Put this up. Okay, there we go. Hopefully y'all can see it, but it starts off with this. Now, Brooke stated on Twitter, I'm all for moving on and moving forward or forgiving, but we have to have some tough conversations and get to the root. Wendy let her off way too easy and didn't bring up anything. This is crazy. So then that's when Dr. Wendy responded with, no, baby, I brought up everything. Saying I could not use the bathroom at the Reasonably Shady event, saying it was okay for me to be assaulted because she does not like me, bringing up a fake rumor about my husband and talking badly about my mother, etc. It was a 2-hour lunch. So that's what Wendy said. Now, like I said, a lot of us were very much so irritated by this whole lunch because we felt like nothing was really addressed. Now, it goes back to the very complaint that a lot of us viewers have about this show. Y'all do so much to protect Jazelle. Y'all do so many things to keep her in the clear and keep everybody else looking crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, the episode was good, but I got a problem with this. I got a big problem with this right here. How on earth are we supposed to view this scene and not get to the meat and potatoes of the real issues that became the issue? We needed a longer scene than this. Because that whole scene with Stacy and Ashley and talking about being biracial and their kids, I could have done without that scene. I really could have. We needed more from that conversation because I really wanted to know what Jazelle's response was when it came down to the whole situation with, let me put the tweet back up. I wanted to know what Jazelle's response was to when Wendy brought up the fact that she couldn't use her bathroom at the Reasonably Shady event. Yes, why couldn't she use the bathroom at the Reasonably Shady event, Jazelle? Because again, it goes right back to everything that people keep on saying about you as far as you being a colorist. That is the reason why people be saying it. And then your fans who don't want to admit that you got some fucked up ways about you always want to sit up here and try to take it away and be like, well, no, she's not colorist, but everything that but still in all, everything that she does, all of her actions give colorism behavior. You know what I mean? Like it does. And the fact is, why is it that out of all people, Wendy couldn't use the bathroom? Like, why I can't use the bathroom at your event? Like, you're going to invite me to the Reasonably Shady event, but then tell me I can't use the bathroom? Like, what type of bullshit is that? Jazelle has done a lot of problematic shit, okay? That's number one. Number two, I wanted to know what the response was when Wendy said to her that it was okay for her to be assaulted because she don't like her. Just because you don't like somebody, it does not mean that it's okay for them to be assaulted. It's a lot of bitch ass niggas that I don't like, but I don't want them to get assaulted for no reason. You feel what I'm saying? So just because you didn't like Wendy, that did not mean that Mia was right. I mean, it goes back to you're only against something when it defeats the purpose. Why you didn't have like the energy that you had with Candace and Monique. When Monique came for Candace and fought Candace and things like that, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like this. You were so against Monique and said that she was wrong for putting her hands on Candace, right? Now, let's be real. Monique should have put her hands on Candace. You know what I mean? However, you was all with the whole you're a liability. I don't want to be around you. You making me look bad. I don't want to be around you. I got kids to think about. I got a reputation and all of those things. That's what you said. But yet when Mia decided to throw a drink in Wendy's face and hit her with a pocketbook like Jennifer Hudson would say, you had no problem with that because you didn't like her. So what's the difference in what was going on between Candace and Monique? Because at the end of the day, with Mia and Wendy, Mia was absolutely wrong for that, and Wendy did not show any form of aggression. Wendy did not try to put her hands on Mia. Mia was absolutely wrong, but you don't see where she was wrong at because you don't like Wendy. So no, so everything that you said in regards to the Candace and Monique shit was absolutely fake, fraudulent, and motherfucking phony, and you was only on Candace's side because you didn't like Monique. That's what this was all about. The same way it was back in season 2 when you and Robin rolled up on Ashley at that damn kangaroo restaurant, and Robin put her hands on Ashley, and you said nothing about that. But when y'all was at that damn reunion, you sat up there and said you didn't just say bring this to the back. You participated. You said that Ashley participated in this whole damn physical altercation that she had with Robin, but she didn't participate because she didn't put her hands on Robin. The only person that participated in that situation was Robin, but because you're friends with Robin, you took her side and made it seem like Ashley was the problematic one when y'all rode up in her restaurant to confront her, and Robin was the one who got in her face and put her fingers in her face, when if it was anybody else, she would have got her ass beat. So what are you talking about, Jazelle? This is the reason why I can't take you seriously at all, because you're a big ass hypocrite. You're a big ass hypocrite, and I can't take you seriously. So I'm gonna need for you to sit down and just shut your damn mouth up, because every time you get on this TV, I'm gonna always clock you every single time. What was the other one? I wanted to know what Giselle's response was when, Wendy brought up the false rumor about the husband. I wanted to know about that too. How, what was your response when Wendy said, you talked about my husband, you brought up a fake rumor about my husband. What was Giselle's response to that? And what was Giselle's response when Wendy confronted her for talking about a damn mama? What was Giselle's response then? That's my whole situation. But here we go, protecting Jazelle. Here we go, making Jazelle look like the damn angel. Here we go, making Wendy look like she just caved the fuck in. Because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Wendy just caved the fuck in. She just forgave Jazelle just like that with no repercussions. She just forgave her just like that, and that was just the end of it. And it shouldn't even be like that. That shouldn't even be the case. But that's the way they're making it look. So this is the reason why we got an issue with production, and this is the reason why we got an issue with editing, because y'all do stuff like that. Remember that the next time y'all, yeah. Anyway, moving on. So what's next? Let me open up this phone. All right. So now we get into Stacy. Stacy's with her children. They're over here speaking Spanish and things like that. So we meet, we pretty much get a solo scene from Stacy, a personal scene from Stacy with her and her kids and stuff like that. And we learn a little bit more about Stacy. Now, Stacy is actually born and raised from Detroit. She's lived in DC and Philly. And as we know, she's going through a divorce, but her husband and her lives in the same home, but they sleep in separate rooms, but they still live together. And they are both seeing other people, but they don't discuss their significant others with one another. As you shouldn't, because it ain't y'all business what the other one doing. It's just not. What are we talking about it for? Like, there's nothing to discuss. There's nothing to talk about. I don't need to tell you shit. You don't need to tell me shit. You don't need to know about my nigga. I don't need to know about your homegirl. I don't need to know shit. Leave it to yourself. Leave it to yourself. Don't bring shit to me, because I don't give a do you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I see that. So moving on to Karen and Kiana. Now, I'm so glad to see Kiana. Now, Kiana has moved in with her man, and they are building a home from the ground up. But Karen's question is, where is the engagement ring? When y'all finna get married? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's when Kiana was like, well, that's the same thing my mother is saying. My mother says that, y'all doing all this. Where's the wedding at? Where the ring at? And, it's just, Karen was like, yes, I would have had the same question. Like, where's the ring? And, I don't know. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with cohabitating with your significant other if you're not married. I honestly don't see nothing wrong with that. I think it makes more sense to cohabitate when you're married, but I don't see anything wrong with not doing it with doing it when you're not married. I don't see nothing wrong with that. People do it all the time. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, am I cohabitating with my nigga yet? No. Okay, but at the end of the day, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Who's to say that it won't happen sooner rather than later? But in the meantime, in between time, if Kiana is happy with it, it is what it is. But at some point, the ring gotta come into play at some point, but it don't have to, but it just depends on where they're going in their relationship. Kiana says that she hasn't lived with a man since her fiance had passed away, and that was like 9 years ago. So I know that that's probably a lot for Kiana. That's one thing that I never want to experience. I never want to experience being in love with someone and then they pass on. I don't know how I would deal with that. And I'm a person that deals with a lot of people. I've dealt with a lot of folks that have passed away over the last couple of years. So and it's friends, family, classmates, you name it. But to lose a significant other is a lot. That's got to be a lot. I can only imagine. But she's trying to pick up the pieces and move forward. Okay. Let's see. So, Karen brings up the birthday party that she had, and she asked Kiana, did she get an invite? And Kiana said that she didn't get an invite because Jazelle didn't invite her. I don't know why Jazelle didn't invite her. She claims that she only had room for a certain amount of people, and she invited certain amount of people, but you invited, Jazzy, who Karen don't even know. But you couldn't invite Kiana, who is someone that Karen actually is friends with, and you invited Jacqueline, who Karen barely knows, but Kiana wasn't good enough to be at the party. Just say that you didn't want her there because of the fight. Stop being fake. This is the thing. See, these girls be pissing me off. Y'all being fake. Y'all being fake. And y'all just gotta be real. Y'all being fake as hell. Just say, well, because she beat that girl ass at the last event we had with her, I don't want her there. Just say that. But the event didn't have nothing to do with you. This event was about Karen, even though you threw it. But if you're gonna throw something for somebody, the least you could do is bring the people that she's close to the party. Right? Okay. She said, that Jazelle also didn't invite her to the GNA event when Karen brought it up. I wonder why she's not inviting her nowhere. Then Kiana asked about the girls, and then Karen says that the girls really don't care about her accident. That whole party just felt like it was just an inquisition of people trying to ask a bunch of questions. Karen, you claim to be transparent, you claim to be this, and you claim to be that, but I just feel as though at the end of the day, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know that these girls are going to ask you questions. You know they're probably going to pick it apart. You already know all those things. So I don't even understand why you feel the need to be feeling some type of way because they're, inquiring about what happened with the accident. Because everybody gets discussed. I mean, didn't y'all hold Ashley nail her to the cross when Michael did his dirt, grabbing on men's asses and shit like that? Like, didn't y'all do that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to, yeah. Didn't y'all railroad her for that? Although she deserved it, because at the end of the day, she used to sit up here and be messy with everybody else. So yeah, I get that part. But what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand Karen sometimes. Like, yeah, I feel like you don't want nobody in your business, but if you don't want nobody in your business, homegirl, don't be on a reality show. Don't be on a reality show then, because you already know that this is going to be asked. You know that. So why are you acting like you don't? It's weird, to be honest. But yeah, that's why that show that I was asked to be on, I said, friend of Shamia me, please, because I don't want to tell y'all all my damn business if I decide to do it. Let me see. So that's about it with that. So we get into Stacy and Ashley. I'm just no disrespect, but I did not care about this damn scene. Like I said, we could have more of the Jazelle and Wendy conversation, more so than talking about this shit, because I just did not care. But To each his own. Stacy doesn't know who cuts her grass. How the hell you don't know who cuts your grass, Stacy? Don't you gotta call them and text them and and do whatever? Like, don't you gotta call them or text them to see if they can cut your grass? So how the fuck you don't know who cut your damn grass, Stacy? Let's not be dumb. Okay, let's not be stupid here, because you know damn well. Like, okay. Anyway, so she reveals to Ashley that she still lives with her husband. Ashley also Ashley says that she's biracial, and then they discuss the ethnicity of her children. Stacy discusses having a biracial daughter with a German man. You know, Germans are very prideful, and she sees her daughter being the same way. And she feels like she doesn't have much access to other Black kids or Black women, and she wants her child to know who she is. But don't you have the control to place your child in any environment that you want them to be in? So it's not like it's impossible for you to do it. I just didn't understand that conversation. It's not impossible for you to do that. So it's just like, girl, what you talking about and what are you doing? And what do you mean? Because it's not impossible. So what you doing? But okay, Stacy, I'm trying to understand you. I like you and all, but she then tells Ashley that she loves someone, but they're not intimate. He's a devout Christian, and she met her man at the QBC. Now, my thing is this with Ashley. Now, Ashley want to sit up here and act like it's so crazy that Stacy is not sleeping with her new love or whatever, and saying that she ain't had no new dick in like 17 years, and now she got the chance to get some, she ain't moving quick enough. Ashley, did you say when you were divorcing Michael that you would have coochie cravings for Michael, as if we wanted to know those things? So what are you talking about? And why you act like it's something wrong with somebody not opening up their legs right now? There's nothing wrong with being abstinent, and not only abstinent, but there's nothing wrong with being celibate for a while. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Especially when you're trying to get to know somebody. There's nothing wrong with it. So Ashley, big head ass, just get on my nerve. That damn tub headed motherfucker gets on my damn nerve. She really do. Because I didn't see nothing wrong with that. And then she's only respecting what her man wants. He's a devout Christian. He don't believe in having sex until marriage. So, I mean, I don't understand what the issue is with that. It's just the same way with the Bell Collective, when those women were talking about Tambra and how Tambra was making Greedy put on a condom when she was having sex with him. What's wrong with that? Because I don't give a damn if I'm in a relationship with you or not. Put on a condom. I don't want nothing wrong. Put the condom on, please. Thanks. Put it on. Thanks. Put the condom on. Thanks. I don't play those games. Thanks. Put that shit on. I ain't got time to play with nobody. Put it on. Thank you. All right. That's how I feel. No glove, none of this love. That's all I got to say about that. I don't give a fuck if we together. I don't care if we dating. I don't care if we just screwing around. No glove, no love, bitch. You ain't getting none of this over here. Okay? I just, no. Damn, I just can't with her Samsung phone head ass. I just can't with her. Let's see what else is next here. Okay, so Karen and Jazelle. Now, Karen is in Bethesda, which is where Jazelle lives, and Karen says that she called an Uber over to Giselle's house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she can't drive at this point in time. She's not allowed to be driving at this point in time. We all know that. So she doing right by getting an Uber as she should. Okay, she needs to get an Uber. That's her best bet. Um, let's see where we at here. So Jazelle asked Karen, how did she feel about her birthday party, right? Karen feels like it was an inquisitions party. Karen felt like Jazelle took a dig when they was I guess ordering stuff. She was like non-alcoholic for Karen. And she felt like it was a dig. It kind of was one. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like it wasn't. It was a damn dig. Karen ain't too far-fetched with that. It was a damn dig, and we all know that it was a damn dig. It was a dig. It was a dig. No matter how much we may not think it was that deep, it was a fucking dig, and that's okay. That's all they do is throw digs at each other anyway. So go figure. Jazelle talks about her lunch with Wendy, and they decided to be better. And Karen says, "Well, I can take that. I can take y'all being better." Because sometimes y'all can be better, but just not be friends. Sometimes it's just best to not be friends with certain people. Sometimes it's best not to even be acquainted with them. Sometimes it's just like this. We can get to a place where we can say hi when we're around each other, or we don't have to say anything to each other at all. And quite frankly, my Aquarius, Taurus moon, Leo rising ass is fine when I'm talking to you at all. And it won't be no sweat off my back. It won't be no issue for me. I'm good with not talking to certain people. I'm just good with it. People be thinking I'm crazy when I say that. I be like, I don't care. I don't have to talk to you. Like, I could be in the room with my damn grandmama and don't talk to her. And I am fine with that. I could be in the room with most of my siblings and not talk to them and be absolutely fine with that. Okay. So yeah, it is what it is. This is, I'm cool with not talking to you at all. Instead of faking the funk and trying to pretend like we cool, we cannot talk, and I'll be okay with that. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue on. Karen says that Jacqueline is in timeout. She should be. Karen confronts Jazelle about Kay not being at the party, and Jazelle, says that it was mainly about the seating arrangements and things like that. Like it wasn't on purpose. And then she felt like Karen was being messy when she told Kay that she wasn't invited. But I don't think that she just flat out told her that she wasn't invited. I think what happened was Karen talked about the party, and Kiana just mentioned that she wasn't invited to the party, and that's just it. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over not talking to somebody. I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. I will block you on all social media and act like you've never existed. I promise you I will. And it won't be an issue. And it's more so of I'm protecting my peace. I'm not engaging with your ass at no cost because I don't want nothing to do with you. So you could just stay your ass over there. It ain't no grudge. I ain't got no heat for you. I ain't got no smoke. You know what I mean? I don't see it for you. You don't see it for me. We see each other, and we good. You know what I mean? Because once I wash my hands, I'm done with it. I'm done. When I say I'm done, I am done, honey. I'm so serious. Let me see where we at here. I wish I had my back scratch. I left that shit back in Mississippi. I'm probably going to steal it from home when I go next weekend. So Jazelle was like, well, even though she wasn't at the party, I will invite her to the GNA event. So then Karen says that she'll be receiving an award on the day of, but she doesn't know the details. But Jazelle feels like it's a crock because what is she being honored for? Running into a tree? And I'm just like, not running into a tree. See, every time we thinking that Karen and Jazelle are good, we see that they're not. So it's just like, Karen, if you got your phone right there, I'm pretty sure that you could have looked at your phone and saw the details and told Jazelle about them. See, you being a clown, Karen, for real. Then Karen sent out a text message the next morning to the women, basically saying that her event event was going to be held on the same exact day as Giselle's event. She encourages everybody to support both events. She said that Jazzy is providing a shuttle to take them around to both events and things like that. And Jazelle was pissed and she said, don't worry about it. Everybody just go to Karen's event and things like that. So Giselle feels like it was fucked up for Karen to pull that move. And y'all know I don't like Giselle. I spent a lot of time on this review going in on Giselle, but I got to keep it funky. Karen was absolutely wrong for putting everybody in a fucked up position where they had to choose which event that they can go to. When they've already told Giselle and Ashley, oh, I'm going, girl. Yes, I'm going to support you. Patty cake. But then you come in and say, well, I need you guys over here earlier in the day, and then we can all go to Karen, go to Giselle's event. That's not the way it works. And if that's the case, how long have you known that you was going to receive that award, Karen? How long have you known that? You had to know for a while before you decided that, okay, yeah, you could have told Giselle that, and maybe she could have moved it around for the sake of everybody going to your shit. But we don't even know what half these folks don't even know what the fuck you getting an award for. Like, what is you getting an award for? Having the longest standing mole in reality TV because we thought it was Chrissy, but I guess it's you. Like, what the fuck is you getting an award for, Karen? For real, that was messed up. And Mia says that she thinks that Karen needs attention. She kind of do. And I feel like this whole award setup is just to direct everybody from that whole little situation with the DUI. That's how I feel. Moving on. We at Giselle's event. It's not started yet. It's about to start, but she's talking to the people and she's basically talking about her father's diagnosis and how he went to the doctor, learned that he had a brain tumor and died 12 days later. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is probably the craziest thing in the world. To go to the doctor, find out you got a tumor, and you only got 11 more days to live on this planet. Like, that is a lot. And I felt bad for Giselle in that moment. Giselle and Ashley, they have a conversation about the girls not coming, and Giselle was like, it's effed up. Karen is wrong for what she's pulling. She had no business doing that, and she's over it. Like, period, point blank. And I can't lie, I am pretty much on Giselle's side when it comes down to that particular situation because she was definitely wrong for that. Now, Karen was wrong. She knew what she was doing and she was being motherfucking petty. That's what she was doing. Ashley feels like Karen's not being respectful. She knows that this event meant a lot to them, especially Giselle, because it's in honor of her dad. And with the way that Karen always talks about her deceased parents and how much they meant to her, she should understand where Giselle's coming from. And even though Ashley is messy as hell with her damn bathtub head ass, she had a point. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody did that to you, Karen, and this was an event that was pretty much surrounded with the love of your father, with the love of your mom and father and things like that, you would want everybody to respect it and you would want everybody to be there. But instead, you choose that particular day, knowing what this event is about, to be a damn petty ass motherfucker. Like, that was wrong. You knew that would hurt Giselle and you wanted your mama to strike the damn gun and you did it. And for that, you wrong. You wrong. Now, Giselle has done a lot of wrong shit, but in this instance, you were wrong. And there's really nothing that can be said about that. Absolutely nothing that can be said about that. Absolutely wrong. All the way. You are wrong all the way, and there's really nothing to be said. No lies. I can't defend that because there's nothing to defend. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, girl, no. What else is next here? Let me go back to my notes. Okay. So the girls get in the shuttle. They head to Karen's event. Vivian, who is Karen's best friend, she shows up to Giselle's event. And Giselle was like, I thought you would have been at Karen's event. And then Vivian was like, well, I already RSVP'd, so I'm here. And then, Giselle appreciates Vivian for still showing up. Vivian did the right thing. If you already RSVP'd, then sorry, Karen, I can't come. I already RSVP'd. No hard feelings. Stacy brings up the text messages and she feels like Karen put them in an uncomfortable position. And Karen did put them all in an uncomfortable position. And I feel like if all of y'all felt that way, y'all shouldn't have took y'all ass to Karen's event. Because to be honest, I would have been like, Karen, now girl, listen, I love you, but you know that we all said that we was going to Jazelle's event. You can't just pop up on me and say, oh yes, girl, I'm having an event and I want y'all to be there. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's not ideal. That's not demure. That's not right. And it's fucked up and it's messy as hell. And it's completely selfish to put people in predicaments like that. So no, I never would have went in to begin with. So Jazzy and Mia, they call Ashley on FaceTime. They tell Ashley that they will be there by 8:30. Ashley said, well, the event ends at 9. Can you be here by 8? They said they'll try. So then after they got off the phone, Kiana and Wendy was basically saying, you know, I would love to support Jazelle, but we are really on a time crunch. And to be honest, when Karen is really my priority. And Kiana was like, and I agree with that. I stand on that as well. So then Jazelle, Ashley tells Jazelle that she got a phone call from Jazzy and Mia. They were on their way to Karen's event, and they did say that they were going to come to their event, but they're going to make it around 8:30. Then Jazelle was like, well, then they shouldn't come. And then Ashley was like, that's the same thing that I was thinking, but I told them to try to be here by 8. And Jazelle was like, no, they should not come at all. They're rude and they're the people. They are, I mean, she got a point, y'all. I mean, I can't be mad at Jazelle in this moment because at this point, Karen was wrong. It ultimately goes back down to Karen being petty as fuck. She was wrong for this. I can't say it enough. And I don't like to repeat myself, but she is wrong. No matter how you try to slice it, you can't even defend it. Now, I'm ready for the whether you like it or not panel tomorrow night because I want to know what everybody's sentiments is going to be about this. So then let's see what's next. Jacqueline shows up, and Jazelle is okay with her showing up. And Jacqueline says that she feels like Karen is mad at her and things like that. And you know, Karen is mad at her. And Jazelle basically tells Jacqueline, yeah, girl, Karen ain't seeing it for your ass right now, pretty much. Like, she ain't seeing it for you, period. Then that's when the other girls arrive at Karen's event, and then they realize that they only had 15 minutes. So they show up. Karen is thankful for them showing up. But then Karen and Whitney decide that they just gonna stay with Karen because they was like, it's like the whole point is for us to come to see her get her award. And I feel like if I ain't see her get an award, then there's no need for me to get up and leave. Right, Wendy? So Karen and Wendy just decided to stay with Karen. Jazelle, so Jazzy and the girls, they wind up at the GNA event, and then they make it like 3 or 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. Soon as they walk in, me and them's like, hey girl, hey y'all, hey. And when Jazelle sees them coming, Jazelle walks up to Jazzy, Mia, and Stacy and said, y'all can go, y'all can leave, y'all can do whatever, y'all need to go, y'all need to leave. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. And I'm just like, damn, it was getting good. This episode was good, y'all. Yeah, y'all gotta admit it. Like, I know a lot of y'all ain't really feeling Potomac right now, or don't really want to feel it because Candace is gone. But this was a really good episode. Like this, like I said before, this was vintage Potomac. I really feel like Potomac is making a turnaround this season. It's making a turnaround. Now, who's producing it? Is Eric Fuller still producing it? Because if he is, that's a problem. But you know, whatever. But this was a good episode, though, y'all. I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't even tweet really during this episode. I may have tweeted maybe once or twice, but I didn't even tweet that much during the episode because it was so good. It was so good, y'all. But I just feel like Karen was wrong, y'all. It hurts me to admit this, but she was motherfucking wrong. She was wrong. And Jazelle had every motherfucking right to be mad. And I just feel like Jazelle probably looking at Karen knowing when Jazelle got that text message from Karen, she probably was saying
The
this.
state of love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
Poor Giselle. She thought this was a state of bonding, loving, trust, real friendship. That's what she thought this was. And it wasn't. It just wasn't. But y'all, I really enjoyed this. Like, I enjoyed this review. If like I said, if you're new and you're watching me for the very first time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay, go ahead and subscribe. We just hit 55K the last week. And we're doing the thing. Like, let me tell y'all, you know, I'm going through my Glorilla phase right now. You know how Glorilla started out real hot and then she slowed down a bit and then had to reinvent herself and come back with the hot shit. That's where I'm at. You know, the reality shows that normally make me money is revving back up again. We got Potomac back. We got Bill Collective in a few weeks. We also got Love Marriage Huntsville in a few weeks and Married to Medicine. So everything is revving back up again. And I'm also trying to pivot and get into the music content. My Glorilla video actually did better than my other two album reviews. So that's showing some promise. I'm in the stage of reinventing myself once again and just, going back full throttle. You know what I mean? I'm settled in Atlanta right now. I'm enjoying myself in Atlanta right now, as y'all can see if you follow me on Instagram, y'all see it. I'm just having a good time right now, and I'm at peace. Like I keep saying, I'm very much so at peace, and I really appreciate. Nobody can really take this joy that I got in my spirit. Nobody can. Nobody can, honestly. So I'm good, and I hope you guys are good too. I know y'all been asking about my vlog. I sent Josiah all the footage for that vlog. So he got to edit it and get it together so I can release it. I'm trying to release it sometime in November. So the vlog is coming. I'm already gearing up for Who Was Wrong 4 and Young Fresh and New 3. I'm gearing up for that. I'm trying to figure out who am I gonna have on Who Was Wrong 4. Trying to figure it out now. Young Fresh and New 3, I already trying to figure that out now. One-on-one, trying to figure that out right now. I got a whole lot of stuff I'm trying to put out there. More work with me and Storm coming up soon, all those things. And you know, you're gonna get to some things, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, we about to go on and get up out of here. But before we do, be sure to tune in tomorrow for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. The link is already available, and we will be over on Giving You the Teas channel tomorrow night. The link is already in the Whether You Like It or Not playlist. So make sure you guys go to the playlist and set up your reminders for it. We will be going live at 8:30. And not to mention, you guys, let me pull this up too, because I want to pull this up because I want y'all to support this as well. Let me because I gotta put, I always gotta make sure y'all support my nigga too. So hold on, let me go ahead and find this right here. Okay, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen real quick. Also, another thing that I want you guys to get into tomorrow is this right here. Now, Bando is doing an interview tomorrow with Harviana Couture, LLC. He'll be talking about music, fights, all the things that he's been getting himself into lately. And as you can see, Harviana's messy self says sponsored by Nature TV. That is so messy, but whatever. But the interview is tomorrow. It may be airing around the same time as the Whether You Like It or Not panel, probably like 30, 45 minutes after we go on live. So I'm going to have the interview running on the TV while I'm doing my work with the Whether You Like It or Not panel, y'all. I'm going to do my best to try to support it. and all those things. So make sure you guys tune into that too. But with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, we had over 300 folks in the live, and I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Don't shake your ass, booty acting up. Don't grab your drinks, let me pass the Dutch. Damn, shorty bad, looking bad as fuck. Don't sweat it, ain't no competition, I said it. Don't exist for the beef, motherfucker, I did it. Pull up, knock your corns like Mario. Couldn't sweat me do 100 miles of cardio. Damn. You niggas stay faking, you niggas stay hating, you niggas so basic. You felt the win, so don't test me, nigga. Like Jimmy Lethal Weapon, Joe Pesci, nigga. They hate to see me win, so I cause them frustration. Haters see my name, so I give them penetration. Bro, running this race on you fucking lanes. Spin the block, get both, bitch, sucking chain. Bam.
Nigga hot. Don't sweat. Don't stop. Don't sweat. Nigga hot. Don't sweat.